So hey, welcome back to the 1010 movement. You're here with myself, Tony V, and today we're going to be talking about saving planet Earth. Now, this is a series, a 10-part series, and this is Saving Planet Earth 6. And in Saving Planet Earth 6, we are going to talk about something very special, and it's a bit of an exercise actually. So look, if you want to learn something about yourself that's truly quite amazing, then stop the video and go and grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper. So come on, you got your pen and a piece of paper? Great. So what would the outcome of Saving Planet Earth is, in fact, to, if you've watched any of the others in the series, is to prevent the human race potentially driving planet Earth and the rest of the inhabitants, the flora and the fauna, straight into a brick wall, because that is the way this is heading. What we're looking to do is what we need to do individually and collectively that would turn us away from that brick wall and save planet Earth. I mean, planet Earth is still going to be here come what may. It's just what life is going to be left on her. She's a beautiful living gem right now. But actually, some of what we've done in the last couple of hundred years is driving us smack into this brick wall with global warming and all sorts of other things going on. So, and I'm not going to go into those. What I'm going to be looking at today is what do we need to do as an individual that would help if we work collectively to, as I say, move us away from that brick wall. And just if you haven't seen this before, it's going to take about 10% of the population of planet Earth to do something collectively to get us to miss the brick wall. At the moment, there's about 4% of planet Earth, all the humans on planet Earth, working towards that. But it's not enough. We need another 6% to get the 10% that would drive us away from the wall. Because when you get 10%, what happens is more and more people. It's like gained momentum. And as you gain momentum, more and more people will join in, and suddenly we will move away from what effectively is the precipice, not perhaps in my lifetime, but possibly maybe not the next generation, or maybe not even the generation after that. But your grandchildren's children are potentially going to be the population that's alive that is going to face driving into that brick wall. So, Saving Planet Earth 6 is all about the 4 planes of existence of each and every one of us. Each and every human has got 4 levels, or what we call planes of existence. And last week we dealt with the physical plane. This week we're going to be dealing with the emotional plane. Next week in 7 we're going to be dealing with the mental plane, and in the last one we're going to be dealing with the spiritual plane. So remember, we're made up of all 4 of these things, but today we're going to focus on the emotional plane, and the outcome is to find out, to discover what emotionality is stuck in our system. Yes, the truth is pretty much all humans have got some negative emotions trapped in their system. Now, where are they trapped? That is a very interesting question. Mostly it's argued they're trapped in your cellular world, what's known as the second dimensional part of you. So your cellular world has got what we call cellular memory. So if things have happened in the past that made you react in a certain emotional way, then effectively it's very likely that you're still walking around completely unconsciously with that negative emotion attached to your body, and that negative emotion affects the way that you behave. So think about it. How do I behave, especially when things get tough? So when the going gets tough, something happens in my outside world. What happens to the emotional me? What emotion comes to the surface? Could it be, are we worriers? Are we, do we get anxiety? Do we get frustrated, angry, depressed? Whatever it is for you. There's about 350 different emotions that you can have in your body. Only one at a time, because it's a sort of a chemical concoction that makes an emotion. It makes what some people would call a feeling. So you get these emotions, these feelings in our body, and our behavior is driven by those. So when something happens in your outside world, what's your first negative emotion to come to the surface? Is it worry? Is it anxiety? Do you get frustrated? Do you get angry? Or do you just get depressed and think, oh, there's nothing I can do about this? What's yours? 350 different ones. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to see if we can discover, because most of these emotional responses were created in your being prior to you being 7 years old. So in the sort of 0 to 7 year old time, most of this, what we would describe as negative programming, happened in those years. So we're going to do an exercise to see if we can discover what happened there, what emotions were prevalent when you were little, and then ask ourselves the question, are those emotions still present in my body today? So to do this, I need to tell you a story. So the best way to do this is really to sit down. It's also to close your eyes, put your paper and pen on one side. We're going to need it at the end, and I'm going to tell you a story. So, are we ready? Are we ready? So what I want you to do is close your eyes. Okay, so just close your eyes. And now let's take a few deep breaths. Let's breathe into our heart space, yeah? So let's take nice deep breaths in the mouth, into the heart zone, and then relax and let it go. And again. And relax. And just let it go. And again. And relax and let it go. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to travel back to the first house that you remember living in. That's it. Just with your eyes closed, just see in your mind's eye, stand outside the house that you first remember. Maybe it was the house that you were born in, maybe not, but the first house that you remember as a child. Okay? So now just stand across the road maybe and just observe that house. Maybe it was a house, maybe it was a bungalow, maybe it was a flat, maybe it was in a block of flats. Whatever it is for you, just stand over the road and just observe it. Just notice what it looks like now. Notice the front door, the windows, the roof, however it looked, just see it in your mind's eye now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move towards the front door. And as we move towards the front door, notice what colour it is. What number was the house? Is there a bell? Is there a knocker? Is the letterbox there? Just notice what you notice about the house. Now the front door is open, so just push it and we're going to go inside. And when we go inside, we're just going to observe everything that we see. And the first room we're going to go to is, in our house, in my day, we called it the front room. Some people, of course, call it the lounge. So whatever you call it, it's the place where your family went and sat down maybe in the evening, the weekends, whatever, yeah? So just make your way into that room and just stand in that room for the moment and just observe everything you see. Notice the colours of the wall, notice the curtains, notice the furniture, how it's all laid out. Was there a television in the room? Where did you sit when you were a little child? If you were brought up with your mum and dad, where did they sit? What's on the floor? Is there carpets? What colour is that? That's it, just stand there and take it all in. That's it, just remember what you remember, see what you see. So now, having seen that, let's come out of that room and we're going to make our way to the kitchen. That's it, the place where food was prepared when you were in your tiny self, the little you, before you were 7. Go into that kitchen and just stand there and have a look around. Are there windows? What are the cupboards? What colour is it? What's on the floor? Did you eat in the kitchen? Is there a table? Are there chairs? Is there a back door out into a garden? Is there a washing machine, a fridge, a sink? Where is it all? Just notice what you notice. See everything you saw as a little child in that kitchen. That's it. Take it all in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way to your bedroom. That's it, your childhood bedroom. Now for me that was upstairs, but where was it for you? Just make your way to your bedroom and open the door and go inside your bedroom where you slept when you were a child. Did you have this room to yourself? Did you share it with any siblings, your brothers or your sisters? Where's your bed? Where is it in the room? What colour is this room? Where's the window? Where's the furniture? Where's all your toys? Where did you keep all your toys? Just notice everything you notice about the room that you slept in when you were a little child. That's it, take it all in. Now, we're going to make our way from there into your parents' bedroom. If you were brought up by your parents, I know some would be single parents, some people not brought up by their parents, but whoever looked after you when you were a child, let's make our way to their room. That's it, just open the door, go inside and have a good look around. Where's their bed? What furniture's in there? Is there a window? What does the window look out onto? What colour's this room? Just take it all in. Notice what you notice, see what you see, feel what you feel. That's it. And now having a good look around in there, let's make our way to the bathroom. That's it, just go in the bathroom, the place where you washed, the place where you cleaned your teeth. Was it our sink? Is there a bath? Did you just have a shower? Is there frosted window? Is there a shower curtain? What colour is the bathroom swing? What colour's the floor? What colour are the tiles on the wall? Just take it all in. This is the place. Did you have a little step you stood on to clean your teeth? Maybe. Whatever it was for you, just notice what you notice, see what you see. And then as you take that room in, what we're going to do is we're going to set you free to go into any other rooms, just to have a little mooch around the rest of the house. Open any doors we haven't looked in. Maybe other rooms that you didn't use very often or whatever it is. Just go and have a quick look around the rest of the house that you were brought up in when you were very small. That's it, go and have a mooch around. That's it, open all the doors, pop your head round, see what you see, notice what you notice. That's it, and now make your way back to the front door. That's it, just let's meet at the front door. And now let's open the door and go back outside. I'm going to stand over the other side of the road and look back at this house. And as you look back at this house, having mooched around it completely, been in all the rooms, if there was a sign over the top of the door that described the energy that's in that house as you saw it just now, what 3 words would you write on your sign? And then when you're ready, just open your eyes. Just think about what 3 words describe the energy in that house when you were little. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and grab your paper and your pen and just write those 3 words down. That's it. So we should have 3 words written on a piece of paper. So as we come back into the real world, we've got a piece of paper and 3 words written on it. Now, I just want you to think about these 3 words. Are these words, would you say they've got a positive tag or do they have a negative tag? If they're a positive, put a plus next to them. If they're a negative, put a minus sign against it. Now, I have done this exercise with literally loads of people, I mean thousands of people. And, when I do it very often, if I do it in a room with lots of people in, the energy goes very low in the room, yeah? So maybe your energy's gone a little bit lower right now, but look, that's okay. It's all okay, because what we're discovering is where some of our negative emotion came from, okay? And what we're going to ask ourselves as we look at this piece of paper is, after we've decided whether they're positive or negative words, now some people have 3 positive words. If that's great, if that's you, that's all great. We need to just think about, right, what negative energies might have been in that house, if any, okay? Now, if that's, you're all good, then don't worry, that's all fine. But if you've got 1, 2, or 3 negative words written down, we need to then ask ourselves, so, are any of those negative energies still present in my being today? And when I feel those negative energies, what behaviours do I tend to run? So this is like self-observation. We're sort of looking at ourselves and we're learning about ourselves. So what emotions come to the surface, and when they come to the surface, what behaviours do I commonly do? And let's get those written down as well, because this is the emotional plane that you tend to reside in. And whatever you saw then, or whatever you experienced when you were a child, is very likely, unless you've done lots of work on yourself, personal spiritual development, is still going to be quite prevalent in your being. So if we are going to make a difference to our personal life and start to move our life towards a 10 out of 10, then this emotional plane, and this is just a way to get some of the negative emotions out, we need to get them out so that we can work on them, so that we can somehow dissipate them so they're not present. So we then don't run the negative behaviours that go with the negative emotions, because those 2 things tend to hold hands, yeah? So it's just a lesson of self-discovery. I know it can be a little bit heavy, and you might have a piece of paper with a lot of negative stuff written down on it, but I want you to go back and perhaps do the 10-10 test. If you haven't done it already, then please go back and just go to 10-10.life and do the 10 out of 10 life test. and see what you learn from that. Because when you do that, what happens is you get a series of videos which are personal and spiritual development based, which will start to help you move your energy into a better place. Now, it's all a journey. It's all not going to happen in a couple of weeks. So it's very rare if it does. And if you feel a bit stuck on any of this negative emotionality, please do put any questions you've got in the box below, because we're happy to answer your questions and give you some help wherever we can. So get stuck into the 1010.life or 10-10.life, where there's going to be lots of help that comes through on videos. And of course, if you're new to our video channel here, it's the first 1010 video you've ever watched, then a big welcome to you. Please do press the subscription button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any more. And remember, next week we're going to be doing Save Planet Earth 7, where we're going to be talking about the mental plane. That's very interesting as well. So far we've covered the physical plane. That's going to pop up at the end here right now. And probably I'll put number 1 here as well, Saving Planet Earth, number 1, where I outlay or lay out to you what the whole 10 video series is about. And you'll find all the rest of them on the YouTube channel. So do please go there and work your way through them and see what you learn about you and what you might be able to do to improve your life and to make enough difference to collectively. If imagine lots of people doing this, we're going to then, the prize that we're all going to have is to drive us away from hitting that brick wall. If we collectively work on ourselves individually and collectively, that will make the difference. So that's it from me, Tony V. Until next week, I will see you then. Bye for now.